What is up, guys? I'm in my Evo. Hold on, I need to turn the AC on. Okay, I hope you guys can hear me. I bought a mic for my GoPro, but it was the wrong one. I bought it for the Hero 3 and 4. I just ordered one for I have the Session. So I just ordered one for that. I hope you guys can hear me. But yeah, I just want to talk about the car and why I sold it, or sold my STI to buy this car. First off, first reason, I'd say it'd be reliability. My STI, as you guys know, it was broken about 75% of the time I owned it, and I love that car. Don't get me wrong. When I posted my first video about it being my dream car, that car was one of my dream cars. I loved it, but I wish I would have bought something lower mileage, nothing done to it, and I wish I would have bought it off somebody that knew what they had and knew what they were doing, because the kid I bought it from, he didn't know what a car was. He didn't know how to change his own oil. Oh, excuse me. He didn't know anything about cars, really. And also, second thing, second thing about me selling it, I wanted to get a car lower mileage that I could build if I want to, yeah, build it, because I had a lot of plans for that car, but the motor itself had 140k. In my opinion, that's a little too much to build a motor just for like longevity, because my Evo, it has 40k on it. In my perspective, I can have this car for a lot longer and be able to do more stuff to it without it being huge mileage. And yeah, that's the second reason why I sold my STI for the Evo. The third main reason is the money to power ratio. I heard this somewhere, I don't know if it's actually true or not. If you put the same amount of money building an STI as you do with an Evo, you get like 15 more horsepower and like 30 more torque. I know it's not a big difference, but in the long run, if you really think about it, you can make more power for the same amount of money with an Evo. And I just think, in my opinion, that's a better idea. I've loved Evos for I don't even know how long, but I've always just had Subarus and I knew how to work on them and everything. I basically knew a lot about them. But yeah, and Mitsubishi's a lot more reliable from what my friends have said, from what I've seen. It was mainly I was scared of getting ringland failure and all that, and my motor blowing up, and then having to buy a new motor for $4 grand, because STI motors are a lot more expensive than WRX motors are. So that's another reason I'll throw in there. But all in all, this car, I'm in love with it. I also want to talk about my future plans with the car, and a couple of them are supposed to be happening very, very soon. I'm buying possibly a set of wheels off my one friend. I forget what the name of them are, but they're expensive wheels. They're like $500 a piece wheels with they're wrapped in Toyos. They're like brand new. He got them off an Evo that he bought from an auction, and it got totaled. The wheels they're not in the best condition, but I was just gonna powder coat them because they're not even the color that I would want for the car, and they don't match the car. In all honesty, they're blue. This car is like a gray color. So he's giving them to me for a really good price, so I can't pass that up. And I was wanting to get a new set of wheels before H2O to get rid of them, because my car still has a wheel gap, and it has this, what are they stock, 17s I think. It's still a wheel gap. I'm on lowering springs, so I can't really like lower it anymore than it already is, unfortunately. Sorry, I can't lower it any more than it is, unfortunately. plan on, I don't know if I want to get coilovers because they ride nice the way they are, because I mean the struts are still brand new. It has 40K on it, so I wouldn't get any suspension or air suspension or anything like that unless these struts actually just blew out. I also plan on doing flex fuel here very soon as well, because I want to get a Pro Tune on the car. So when I do that, I just want to do all of it at once, make sure I have the E85 flex fuel tune done and a 93 tune, because I don't trust the access port tunes. Basically nobody really trusts them. I know on Subaru nobody trusts them, especially me, because on my STI I refuse to buy an access port for it. Oh yeah, the E85 flex fuel, I want to do that just for, basically, I know E85, it gets you a lot more power if you have forced induction of any kind, supercharger, procharger, turbo. It's just like an extra little, hey, I want some more power one day, maybe. There's an E85 flex fuel pump nearby. I'll go fill up on that instead of running 93 one day, because it's a lot cheaper. It's like a whole $1.30 cheaper where I live, because premium's like $3 here. It sucks. But yeah, those are just a couple things that I want to do to the car. What's on the car already, it had, like I said, access port. I don't know if you guys knew, I don't remember saying that or anything, but yeah, access port, intake, and then it has a full exhaust. And I actually just found out that it has a dump, a wastegate dump, so that's why it's really loud when you open up on the throttle. But other than that, it's bone stock. I'm in love with it. It's probably one of the favorite cars I've owned. I do like it more than the STI just because it drives a lot smoother. It doesn't have that race car feel, if you know what I mean, just from it being a 2014. But yeah, I really appreciate everything that you guys support me with and everything like that. And also 240, I need to get the motivation to work on it, just because I'm super lazy when it comes to that. I have to get like a, hey, I want to go do this kind of a mood. I get them when that happens. It's like, oh, I'm gonna work on this for a week, and then it's just like, oh, because I don't know if anyone that actually watches these has a 240 or know anyone that has a 240, that it sucks working on them, because someone that's had them before you, it's a hoopty and they fuck everything up on it, excuse my language, but yeah, they just kind of ruin the cars. And when you work on them, make you want to catch the car on fire, basically. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this. It's probably really short. If I think of anything else, I'll probably throw it back on, record it again. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Mama told me, little punk won't be shit. I told her bitch I could move